Hey guys, what's up? It is Nathan here, and today I am doing my final gear check for Endwar 2022. This is the gear that I'm gonna rock at the event, and I will be showing it all off to you in this video. So with that being said, I am excited to show you what I've cooked up for this, my first ever Endwar. I've taken a lot of inspiration from a lot of different people, and with that being said, I hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. So, first off, starting with the very, very annoying process of lowering the camera. So, in terms of gear, I'm right here. Hi, hello. First of all, I'm going to be wearing my tactical boots because it's boots. I'm going to be wearing tactical suspenders because I watched TK1138's video, link in the description, and he recommends wearing suspenders because they, first of all, keep your pants up, and second of all, if you have a drop leg rig like I do, he recommends that because then it makes it a little more secure and your pants don't start sagging. And so he wears 2 drop leg, I wear 1, but regardless, it's the same benefits. So I'm wearing suspenders and I'm wearing my tactical boots. I'm also wearing a set of cargo pants. I don't know what brand, but they were on Amazon. I'll link them below if I can find the page. I'm also, in terms of just the actual gear, I am carrying a one Tigris mag pouch or dump pouch because when I'm running the blaster, I can just drop mags in and then replace them into the chest rig when I have downtime. So that's cool. Speaking of the chest rig, my chest rig is a Vism by NC Star chest rig. I know that TK1138 also uses this chest rig. I actually didn't get the idea from him though. I got the idea. I don't know where I got the idea, but I know that I bought one courtesy. I found a video from several years ago from Blow No Nerf. He I think he was the one that showed me this chest rig. He was the one whose video I saw on it, and it's pretty cool. Very, very cheap, very, very effective. On my side, I am carrying an admin pouch with a Fight Like You're Dead patch that I got from Drac at Jared's Epic Nerf Battle 4, so that's pretty cool. And then in the chest rig, I know this is a bit sporadic, but in the chest rig, I'm carrying 6 18-round clear magazines. I know that that's a bit of a coupe move. I really like these magazines too, and they're very, very effective. They're very reliable, and they're just easy to use. And so that's pretty cool. Now, I'm also going to be carrying, obviously, I'm going to be carrying socks in this pouch and spare darts in this pouch. Spare darts for my sidearm and socks because socks. And I'm also going to be putting a couple socks with Velcro on here because then I can just throw them either handed if someone catches me with my blasters tucked away. And so that's one of the things that I have. The other thing, if I will move around to the back, is a hydration carrier with a couple cool patches on them. Nothing patch and a Bubble Willow patch because Bobo's made like several awesome blasters that are some of my favorites, and that's pretty cool. And so that's right there. And then there's also a first aid kit that has everything, and you definitely saw that patch that indicates it's a first aid kit. In that hydration carrier, I do have a 3.5 liter water bladder. It's not in there right now, but it will be in there, and I will be carrying a bunch of water because Endwar, it's being held at the Rochester Institute of Technology, which should be a lot cooler than it was in the years that it was played at in Georgia, but it will definitely still be pretty warm. And I'm wearing all black gear pretty much. I will be wearing a different colored shirt, but I will be wearing all black gear. So I definitely need to stay hydrated. If you have any other recommendations on how I can layer this better than I am, please let me know. I definitely will take all the suggestions I can get. But this is pretty much the actual rig itself, and I have a very, very sturdy tactical belt on the cargo pants to make sure nothing, my pants don't fall down. That is a very important part of HvZ. And the other thing I have tucked away in the pants is my hammer shot. And this one is just a stock hammer shot. I don't know if I'm going to be using my my modified hammer shot at the event. I will be taking it to FoamCon, but I don't know if I'm actually going to use it at Endwar proper. But if not, this one will definitely do me just fine. It's basically the same blaster. This one's just not modded. And so now this is basically my gear in terms of the actual gear. Oh wait, actually, I forgot one of the most important parts. There is a 3D printed solid strife holster that I did a review on a while back. And this is actually housing my primary, which if I bring this up, you'll see why. So this is my modified strife. It has Michelle 2s, an open flywheel project, Morpheus cage, and a worker mag release and a battery door. It is very, very nice, and it's very comfortable. It has a stockade stock on it, and that's the right length for me. And the other cool thing is that I can store spare lipos, which I am planning to do there. And this actually, I've done some fairly rigorous testing with running in this, and it actually stays in place very well, including the strife holster. And when I have it in the holster, it's not very noticeable, but when I pull, I can get it shouldered very, very quickly. And that is really cool. Or if I'm using another blaster as my primary, which I'm not for this event, I can just have this as a sidearm if I need to. And so the other thing that's cool about this rig is that I actually do have room to expand. So if I go to another HvZ where I need more ammo, for example, I have room to store stuff like extra magazines. If I need, say, more blasters, I can put hammer shots in these two pockets. If I need to carry another blaster, I have a strife. If I need, I have a strife in the holster, and I can have, say, a rapid strike or demolisher or an alpha trooper or something in my normal hand. Now, I really don't want to do that because I pull this right-handed. That's another reason I really like it, is the holster setup, because I can be hands-free, but as soon as we're being threatened, I can do that. You can actually see the Morpheus guide, I believe, in the cage, in the blaster, which is really, really cool. And before you say anything, yes, this strife is an elite strife. I did not murder this one intentionally. I just thought this is my HvZ primary, and I figured it would be a very, very nice blaster to use with the mods that I intended, because I wanted to make it a little special, and I didn't want to paint anything because it's HvZ and things are gonna get scuffed. And so with that being said, I also have headgear. This is a Condor tactical hat with the Velcro on it. So when I am wearing it, and this is also something I'd wear at other events, which is why it has the auxiliary symbol on it. And you noticed, of course, on the back, I have, like I said, a Bobololo patch and a nothing patch, because when it's Nerf or nothing, I might choose nothing, especially if it's stock. And so I also have the med kit, the first aid kit patch on the first aid kit. And now the other thing I will say is that, like I said, there are a lot of different pieces of gear. I know that a lot of people have different rigs that they run. This is just what I want. And it is very, very much inspired by certain other people. The all black was a combination of where I was inspired by both Captain Xavier and TK1138, which you should both check out the channels. They're pretty awesome. They have way more subscribers than I do. But the other cool thing about this rig is that it is very versatile, which I also got from Captain Xavier. A lot of the actual gear itself, like the chest rig, TK actually used this chest rig for all of his Endwars, I believe. And so it's a really good chest rig, and Wacom also uses this chest rig, which is pretty cool. And I got the med kit idea actually from Dart Dragon, and actually I also did it because I'm going to be running in a squad this time around that I'm not familiar with, and I don't know if anyone else is going to be using a med kit, but my pal Grimm's Nerfworks, who's also going to be at Endwar, suggested I bring a med kit, and so I am going to bring a med kit because it is very little space, it's very light, and it's a good thing to have if you need it, and if you don't need it, it doesn't take up much room. So that is my main rig. The actual drop leg holster, the strife holster idea, is absolutely something I yoinked. The idea is something I yoinked from Corporal Nikon of the Auxiliary, Nick, because it is very, very useful to have a place to just rest that isn't a sling. I don't particularly care for slings much anymore, but that is something that I really think that is an improvement on a lot of my other loadouts that I used to do. The other thing I have is, of course, a knee pad, so I can clear the line of fire, or if I'm at a non-auxiliary event, I am not there acting in the auxiliary role. Still have it because it's just easier, and it's especially when I get turned to a zombie, having two knee pads is best. Same thing with the gloves. I'm gonna be taking a set of gloves as well as a set of knee pads. So once I do get turned into a zombie, because I'm almost positive I'm not going to make it to the end, I will be able to add the knee pads, add the gloves, and it'll be good because I really don't want to get hurt at this event. That's the same reason I'm bringing a bunch of water, and I'm also going to be in these magazines. I'm going to be using the Adventure Force waffle head darts because they're really awesome darts. And in the bottom, because I'm not going to take that mag out, in the bottom of these magazines, I will be putting between 3 and 5 of the Dart Zone Max, or not the Dart Zone Max, the Adventure Force, the equivalent of the Adventure Force darts that you get at Target, the ones that are red and green. I'm going to put in the bottom, so they will act as indicator rounds. Another idea I stole from Coop. But it's an idea on the internet, so I'm kidding. That's not the reason. I actually didn't realize that he made that idea for a while, and then I was like, oh, that's cool. So I might do that. I might just keep it with the Adventure Force waffle head darts. I just very much like to know when to prep for a reload so I don't get caught off guard. Now, in the case of the actual rig itself, I'm going to be taking, obviously, spare darts, all that stuff. This pocket's perfect for a lipo, like I said. This is going to be a really functional rig, hopefully, and I hope it's definitely serves me well. I'm going to have, obviously, my name on all of this gear in some form or another, and I'm going to make sure that I can give a good fight to the zombies. Even if I die, I'm gonna die fighting. So that's gonna be a very, very cool experience. This is my first Endwar. Like I said in my announcement video, I'm also going to be attending with Nerfinator, and we're going to both be running together. And we might also be running with a couple other people like Grimm's Nerfworks and Gavin, who you've seen on the channel. They're also going to Endwar, and so this is going to be a very cool experience for all of us, because Izikar Nerfinator has gone to Endwar a couple times, or once in 2018. I've never gone. I've only done one HvZ, and it was a HvZ at my dad's church, and so I decided to build a better rig, because this is basically it's very similar to what I ran actually at that HvZ, but it was not really an organized HvZ. So I'm hoping this is gonna work fine. I'm copied it up after, or not, I keep saying copied. This is the greatest form of flattery that I can give to somebody, because I'm very, very picky and very fickle about what I run. And so when there's an idea that someone tells me, or an idea that I see, and I'm like, hey, I have to do that, that is absolutely my way of saying that's an amazing idea, because I love these ideas. And I built this loadout so that it would be a little easier to run around in. Like I said, I've ran in this, and it absolutely works very, very well. So in the case of a lot of this stuff, I'm going to be using it, and I'm going to be testing it because I have time, and war's in like 2 months. I'm of course going to be bringing like a screwdriver and all of that stuff. Like I said, my spare lipos, my spare, all of that stuff. I'm going to try and get some salt tablets so I can keep my salts. I'm also going to be hopefully having a Powerade in a pouch so I can keep up my electrolytes as well, because I have water and then I have salts and electrolytes, and that is helpful. So with that being said, I would like to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this look at my loadout. This is my finalized loadout. I know I like to change stuff, but this is exactly what I'm going to be running. I'm finalizing it, and so unless this blaster goes down, I will be running this at Endwar 2022. I know I forgot to say, I know that I said I was going to be doing another, or I was going to be using another blaster. This one. Unfortunately, this one went down several weeks ago, or a few weeks ago, and so I'm not going to be using that one, unfortunately. But luckily, I had a perfectly good Strife that I could use, and this hits about 120. And so this should work pretty well to keep me alive, at least for a little bit. And it should work great. So with that being said, I would like to thank you all very much for watching. Sorry this video's gone on long enough, more than long enough. But I thank you guys very much for watching if you stuck to the end or just skipped to the end. But with that being said, third time's a charm. I would like to thank you all very much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see all of you guys later. Bye.